going, Cash. You're doing really well. Go.
Can a social media host and a rap star really beat a UFC fighter at his own game? Well, that's what I'm here to find out. I'm Kaz, and today I'm at Great Britain Top Team to meet with Nathaniel Wood for UFC's Day Off. Let's get to it. Woo! Hi, Nate.
How are you?
Good to see you again. Back at Great Britain Top Team.
Yeah.
Any excuse for me to come to South London, I'm here.
You are originally South London girl, aren't you?
Yeah. How you doing? What's new?
I'm good. It's the week before fight week, so for me that's always the last hurdle. You know, I can see fight week is coming up. I'm trying to stay uninjured, stay healthy. You know, if anyone's got a cold, I'm staying away because I know that next week I get to do the fun part, get in there, get paid, and come home and celebrate.
Honestly, I'm so excited for you. Normally we're doing like a day off, but of course, no days off right now. This is the most important week.
Jose Delgado, like, I'm not putting nothing past him.
No.
You know, he looks amazing, looks like a very good fighter, and he's very dangerous. And for me, this is a fight where it's very high risk, not much reward. But at the end of the day, I'm not the UFC. I can't make the matchmakers give me who I want. So I just got to go in there,
You have
do
to
the
keep
job.
winning.
And believe me, I've not underestimated him. In my head, I make him out to be this godlike character where it's like, man, I need to train like I've never trained before, and I have been doing that. So hopefully on fight night, I'll make it look easy.
Tell me, how long have you been training at GB Top Team?
So GB Top Team, I think now is coming up to 4 years. But I've always been with the same team, but we used to have to travel to North London. So I used to have to travel an hour and a half a day just to get there, hour and a half back, which was a killer. But it was what I needed to do to get the right team. Now I'm very fortunate that Brad moved like 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
He's opened up the gym here with one of my sponsors, Martin Barrett, and as you can see, you know, it's a state-of-the-art gym.
How is it training under Brad?
It's the best, you know what? When I first met Brad, he was still competing. So when I had the chance to train with the guy who was at the time ranked 5th in the world at the weight category that I'm fighting at, it was a no-brainer. You know, it's like, why wouldn't I travel all the way to North London to do it? And now, you know, I've literally met Brad 10 years ago.
Didn't you meet him in like a shopping centre or something?
I met him in a shopping centre years ago. I think I was with
When he was a kid?
Yeah, I was with my ex-girlfriend. I was saying to her, like, look, it's Brad Pickett. She's going, like, who? I'm like, he's the man. Anyway, I was like, yes, Brad, and he waved, and that was it.
Oh.
And then about, I don't know, 2 years later, met him, sparred with him, probably beat him up at the time. And yeah, we became training partners, and you know, it sounds a little bit cringy, but he's one of my best mates. You know, I literally get on with him so well. And it's like having a second father figure. You know, he's obviously 15 years older than me, so he's got a bit of age on his side compared to me. And
He wants to get involved.
he's been where I've been. You know, he's always a couple steps ahead of me in the UFC. He knows everyone in the UFC, and I've learned a lot from him. So I'm very blessed to have him in my life.
Last time we spoke about you getting into the rankings, and I feel like you've been around now for so long. I don't know if it's because you're a UK fighter. So I actually presumed that you was already ranked. So it must be so frustrating for you.
I think the most frustrating part about it is because anyone in the UFC is a tough fight.
Yeah.
Right? So Jose Delgado, I believe, causes just as many problems as Alexander Volkanovski. At the UFC, it's very minimal, you know, the difference. So when people are like, oh, that guy's gonna get, it never happens, you know. Anyone can win against anyone in the UFC. So for me, there's always that risk. I want as much reward that I can get. I'm 12 fights in the UFC now. I've got 9 wins. 2 of them losses were a little bit, well, one was controversial completely, and one of them was, you know, could have gone either way. I'm like, how much more have I got to do? While I'm in my prime, these are the times where I need to be fighting the best guys on the planet, because if I'm still competing in 2-3 years, which I won't be, I'm out of my prime at that point. Do you see what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, listen, I'm going to give myself another year in this game. I've got, let's say, 4 fights out of that year, or maybe 3. Give me the best names. And if you don't, it's a shame, because it's like the potential could have been there. What could have happened? But for me, as I say, I've got more important things in my life now where I'm like, I can step away from the sport and I'll live a very happy life. And I will just go, could have been the champion. Yeah, it could have, and I'll live with that.
So something that I wanted to chat about was your new nickname, The Last Kingsman. How did that come about?
Everyone said for years, oh, you're not prospect anymore, you're not prospect anymore. And I did think, okay, there's got to be a point where I have to kind of change a little bit. Then I thought to myself, what would I change it to, right? And,
Right.
and a lot of people used to say to me, because I had the photo shoots in the suit with Dolly Clue that we've done, they used to say, oh, you look like a Peaky Blinder, you look like a Kingsman. And then I thought, well, the last Kingsman. I thought, that sounds cool. And that's been on my mind for about 3 years. I may as well change it while I'm still in this game. You know, at the end of the day, like I said, if I retire, there's no point why I'm going to change my nickname then. So I thought, you know what, let's do it, get a little bit of a buzz, make a little promo out of it, and build up a bit of excitement.
Speaking of young, upcoming talent, I see we've got a friend over here. Bring in Lonnie. Woohoo! Hi, you alright?
Good, how are you?
Lonnie, how is it training with Nathaniel?
Terrible.
Okay, well, at least pretend.
Nah, I'm joking. Having Nathaniel here is amazing. You know what I mean? I look up to Nathaniel. I'm just trying to be like him most of the time.
Oh, is he a good role model?
Yeah, he is.
And?
He is, yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Obviously, you've been around for a long time in the UFC as well. Do you feel like you've given the youngsters the knowledge and guiding them? Do you take on that role?
Yeah, so this is the weird thing, right? I still feel really young. I'm only 32.
You are young, yeah, sorry. But you have been in the game.
And then Brad always says to me, like, you got to set an example. And I'm like, I don't want that pressure of setting the example, you know, because sometimes I'm late. Brad's like, you can't be late. The younger ones are looking up to you. So, yeah, I might have to start, you know, being a bit more sensible now. But, yeah, I'm like a young veteran, I think.
It comes naturally to you. So, do you get a lot of sparring rounds in?
Too much sparring rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you go together a lot?
Well, we used to, but we go quite hard. So even now, when Lonnie had his fight coming up, Ash was like, do you want to go with Lonnie today? And I'm like, I can't promise I won't try and hurt him though, so maybe not. And
There's no madness behind it. It's just,
no, we go hard, you know, and sometimes that's not always the best thing when you've got a fight coming up. Plus, obviously, I'm a little bit bigger. I'm 2 weights above Lonnie now, even though I'm not a big featherweight. So we do get our rounds, but yeah, we try and maybe avoid each other a little bit now.
Speaking of heavy hitting, I heard you're the heaviest hitter pound for pound at Great Britain top team.
I'm not sure about that. You may have to ask me.
But it was in my notes,
on the punch machine, he is #1. He's a freak of nature.
You have a fight name?
It's one of those ones like, I don't mind not having a fight name. If one gets given to me, then I'll take it.
Lonnie's fighting skill is tip-top. But his branding is terrible, so he needs some advice on how to brand himself. Yeah.
People say you're like a ninja, right? I feel like that something is gonna come from that.
Yeah, but like being called the ninja is a
No,
cliche.
not the ninja, but even, do you know what people say about you? That you look like you're in a video game when you're fighting. I think that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. The last fight you went up against like a veteran, Charles Johnson, and you lost your undefeated streak, right? How did that feel? Obviously, I feel like it would have been very hard at the time, but I think I was saying long term, you probably might have needed that a bit earlier on in your career.
Yeah, obviously, like the undefeated thing doesn't matter to me, whether like I'm undefeated or not. But obviously, losing itself is horrible. It's not something that I wanted to do. But you know, there's a lot to learn from this loss, and that's what I'm looking to do.
What have you learned from it?
Firstly, keep my hands up. That's what. Secondly, just stuff like I need to work on like different ranges and stuff like that.
Brad, come here. This is head coach Brad Pickett, One Punch. This is a legend, okay? Guys, what's it like training under legend Brad Pickett? Prankster, but...
Good fun. Brad's like my second dad. You know, I've already got a dad, but he's like my second one. So he's, it's good stuff.
This guy is a legend. You know, I actually watched your fight the other day, the Demetrius Johnson fight. So
Oh, no.
he
Guys,
beat
how long you got left to talk
Demetrius
about?
Johnson, okay, one of my favourite fighters, 15 years ago, okay?
Was
if you
that
didn't know
long ago?
that.
Oh my
15 years, when Lonnie was a baby.
He was very fast. You know?
Yeah, he's fast.
He was lightning quick.
You ragdolled him.
You ragdolled Demetrius
not-
Johnson, sorry.
To make someone not as fast as you have to just hold them on the floor, and that's what I was trying to do.
Wow.
But he was quick, he was up and down, you know.
Hear that you've got a challenge for me today or something, all of us, we're going to get involved?
All in due time. All in due time. The challenge will be coming up, don't worry.
Right. With the challenge set, I thought I might need to bring a friend in to help me out. Hi, Tinie.
What's up, Kaz? You right?
Right. Do you know what? Bravo, because you're a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. What the hell?
Us.
How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu for then?
I've been doing it for 6 years, so just since the pandemic.
What got you into it?
Tom Hardy, who I was an ambassador with for the King's Trust, which was the Prince's Trust back then.
Yeah.
We're similar, like similar frame. So he was eyeing me up one time. We were standing to meet the King, and he was eyeing me up, and he was like, "Oi, T, have you ever done jiu-jitsu before?" And I was like, "Nah, but you know, like my tour manager and security, they all do jiu-jitsu, and they've always been telling me about it. But I used to just think, bunch of guys rolling around on the floor in pajamas. Why do I want to do that?" So then after, he was like, "Oh, come down to my gym, it's in Richmond, I'm training for a film, come and get involved."
Shut
So
up.
obviously when Tom Hardy asked you to come and train, what do you say?
Obviously, yes. What the hell?
There you go, and I never looked back.
So you do gi and no gi.
I do gi and no gi, been doing it for 6 years, competed 3 times.
You competed 3 times.
Yeah.
How did that go?
First competition was horrible, let's not talk about that. Second competition, gold, gi. Third competition, gold, no gi.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Did you really enjoy competing then?
Loved it, and I feel like, do you know what? It was really good for my mental health, really good for my ego. I think as an artist, you're very kind of, it's self-consuming. So you're always thinking about yourself, your appearance, your perception. And this was the first time in a long time I was really out of my comfort zone. You know, I got to a place where I could see lads, some of them had judo background, some of them had MMA background, some of them had been doing jiu-jitsu since they were 11 or 5 or whatever. And I had to put all my ego aside. At first, I got into the mat thinking someone's gonna armbar me, I'm gonna go viral on TikTok, and that's it.
Oh no, is that what you were thinking
Yeah,
about?
that's what I was
'cause
thinking.
You have a platform
Yeah.
outside of it. It's not
There
like
you
just
go.
because people would have been like, oh yeah, just
There you go. So I came
No
in,
pressure.
I put like a fake name, I did all that sort of stuff.
Did
tried,
you?
Tried
That's
to
what
wear my
Tom
hood.
Hardy did, right?
Yeah, yeah. And then after a while, people started cutting in on, I swear that's tiny, I swear that's tiny. But it all went all right, and I'm so much better for it.
Amazing. Do you have any competitions coming up?
Do you know what? I'm focusing on music again at the
Okay,
moment.
yes.
So I've been releasing music. I just released a track called Closer. I'm gonna release a track called Energy after that. And then maybe next year when the album's out, if it comes out next year, I will compete again.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about music, do you ever like train to your own music?
No, but people here train to my music.
Do you? But
Sometimes-
when you're here?
I think they're trying to take the piss. Yeah, yeah. I'll just hear it randomly when someone's like sitting on my head. Like I'll just hear like.
No, they're taking the piss, but they're trying to distract you.
They always time it at the right time when I'm in a compromising position as well.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy because your album Discovery came out 15 years ago.
Ridiculous, yeah. Feels like a lifetime ago. It's mad.
I mean, like, Pass Out, obviously, the royalties must be so nice
I've
from
done kind of well, yeah. I've done well.
That's why
I get to train all day.
Yeah, all day long. This is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
There's a big crossover now with celebrities going into competing. Would you ever step into the octagon yourself?
Do you know what? I think I would. Yeah, with the right person in the right circumstance. Absolutely.
Do you do striking now?
I don't, so I've advanced to wrestling. So today was a wrestling class, and I did that, and I'm starting to get good at it. I'm about a year into wrestling, so 6 years jiu-jitsu, a year wrestling, and I have a bit of boxing background from growing up as well, because I used to train with like David Hay. I've been to like a Dillian White training camps and abroad in like Portugal and stuff, so I have some knowledge of it. But once I get a bit better at wrestling, I'm going to get back to striking, maybe try a bit of Muay Thai.
I think you should.
Yeah, I'll come to one of your boot camps.
I think, well, it's women's only.
Oh
but...
no, okay, cool. I'll still come.
So you said you're going on tour.
Yes.
How do you balance this like busy life of training all day long, your music, going on tour, traveling?
Do you know what? It actually conditions me to be able to be a better performer. The only thing that I'm concerned about is injuries, because even now, someone, I'm not going to say his name, but just threw me in the cage and I've got a broken toe and I think they've broken it again. But everything else is total benefit. So in terms of conditioning, strength, feeling fit, being disciplined, because when you train, you don't want to fall into bad habits. You don't want to, you know, drink as much as you would or do any other thing. Do you get what I mean? So it definitely keeps me focused and keeps me ready. Like some of my sets are hour long, hour and a half long. So this is the perfect sort of conditioning and training for that.
You mentioned Tom Hardy, brought you into the sport,
Of
but
course.
have you ever competed with him, rolled with him?
Yeah, I spar with Tom Hardy from time to
yeah?
time. Yeah.
Who comes out on top?
Do you know what? I have so much respect for Tom. So much respect. So I would say technically, because he's been doing it for longer, he's more technical than me.
Really?
However, I'm a physical specimen. So I'll leave you guys to conclude that one.
I'm a big fan of UFC, obviously. Do you watch the UFC, follow
I
it?
do, yeah, I love it.
Who are you loving at the moment?
So at the moment, Ilar Topuria is one of my favourite. He's just ruthless. He doesn't care. Big up Tom Aspinall as well, man. Come on, Great Britain's finest.
Come on, and we've got Nathaniel Wood on the same card
There
coming
we
up
go.
in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, my brothers, Nathaniel, Lonnie, there's a lot of them.
seems like you are very competitive.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So I hear we've got a challenge coming up.
Okay.
I need
What is the challenge?
I don't know yet.
Okay,
but
okay.
I need some backup.
Okay. Against who?
Nathaniel and Lonnie.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You can go against Lonnie actually.
Okay, all right. Do you know
Whatever
what?
it is.
I'll try my best. I'm warm. I'm ready.
All right,
so
now we got this.
Let's
South London.
give it a
Come
go.
on, let's
man.
go.
Represent it.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Woo!
Legends ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
I came to blow out your system. It's getting revy, so whip it up. I got the keys to the kingdom. It's getting revy, so eat it up. I came to blow out your system. It's getting revy, so whip it up. I got the keys to the kingdom. It's getting revy, so eat it up.
Racer in a take car, they got chains, I got 8 cars full of ASARs. Back when all I wanted was to spit a Nate bar. Now I got 2 restaurants and a Chardonnay bar. Turbulent, everybody stay calm. When I say we blow it up, shit atomic napalm. Way I make the hips one, coming like a snake charm. It's my magic head gun, take a gun and face palm.
I came to blow out your system. It's getting revy, so whip it up. I got the keys to the kingdom.
Oh my God, you all doubted me! Every single one of you.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of us.
Do you know what? We represented for the non-professional fighters
Literally.
out there, the amateurs, the wannabes. You can do it.
Losers, clean the mats.
Yeah, where are you off to, Lonnie? You going?
Hey.
With the challenge out the way, I wanted to sit down with Nathaniel to talk about his upcoming bout at UFC 321, how he juggles his family with the bright lights of professional fighting, and what his plans are for his career moving forwards. I know we touched a bit on the Jose Delgado fight coming up, UFC 321.
Yep.
Tell me a bit about your opponent.
He's good. You know, I'm not going to say anything too negative. You know, at the end of the day, anyone in the UFC is a threat. He's got a good few knockouts under his belt, so, you know, I can't take him lightly. I do believe that I should have been with someone better, but, you know, he's the opponent and I'm training for him like he's the best fighter on the planet. You know, I don't ever want to go into a fight and underestimate someone, so for me, you know, I'm very confident that I can beat anyone in the world. I'm also humble enough to know that I can be beaten by anyone in the world, so I just go, look, what can I do? What's in my control? Train as hard as I can, and then, yeah, go and fight night and try and make it look easy.
And you've obviously got the experience as well over him, so your record now is?
I've had 12 fights in the UFC, 9-3. I think he started his pro debut in 2021, and I've started 2013, I think.
Yeah, so the experience is gotta play a part,
The
surely
experience has, and I'm still young, you know, so I'm like...
You are young, we always talk like you're just like this
I'm
old
like-
guy that's got so much
I've
degree.
had 30 pro fights.
That's
you know what I mean? Like you'd
crazy.
think I'm 40 years old or something, but yeah, I'm only going into my prime now.
Do you feel it? Do you feel young still?
I still feel I'm in the best shape of my life. You know, I feel amazing. I haven't taken too much damage in my fights. You know, people think that I'm this scrappy guy because they've seen Josh Reed fight and maybe a couple of others, but out of 30 fights, there's probably only a couple that I've ever took away a bit of damage from. Other than my nose that got broke a few times, you know, I'm alright.
Prime time, baby. Woo! Should we sit on this bench?
Let's do it.
So tell me about your corner. Who's in your corner? Is it the same team every time?
Same team every time.
Go on.
I've got my dad, who's been there from the very, very start. I've got Brad Pickett, and I've got my jiu-jitsu coach, Ashley Grimshaw. So that for me is like the winning three, you know, the winning formula.
Your dad, he got you into training, right?
Yes, so my dad's been a martial artist all his life. He's never competed in MMA. He's 60 now, so I mean, it wasn't really a thing back when he was young. But he's a black belt in karate, black belt in judo, he had a couple of Muay Thai fights. So my whole life I've always known how to throw a punch, how to do an arm bar, you know, all the basics. Me and my dad were always what I would call play fighting growing up. And it was when I was 16, I went along with him to jiu-jitsu because he was doing that at the time, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. And I thought, who better to have in my corner than my dad?
Than
you
your
know,
dad.
He's my coach as well. Like we do pads, and I think sometimes coaches, I've got good coaches around me, but people might think they can't always trust the coach. You know, you never know what someone's interests are. They might be with it for the money, so on, so on. It's a business at the end of the day. That's my dad. After a fight once, I chucked him some money and sent it straight back to me. He was like, I don't want your money.
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cute.
so,
Bless him.
Yeah, I did buy him a Rolex for that though.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sweet
He
dad. Yeah.
He didn't give the Rolex
I don't want
back.
it, see. Oh. You also talk a lot about your OCD and anxiety. I feel like this is so important for you to speak up on it.
I've had OCD all my life, I think, but I never really got diagnosed till a lot later on. I think when you was a kid, you just think it's like a habit maybe, or just something that kids do, you know, like maybe
You
like
thought it was normal.
And I definitely know that I dealt with anxiety. I used to have fears, like, for some reason, I remember when I started high school, I kept thinking I was gonna get beaten up.
Really?
And I'm not even scared to get beaten up.
Yeah.
But back then when I was a kid, I just thought, oh, someone's gonna attack me. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I would be anxious.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, okay, I can spot when I was a kid what's OCD, what's anxiety, and what's just general nerves. You know, obviously kids get scared of scary films or whatnot, but
Or
you know,
overthinking.
but overthinking it and not letting it go. So the whole
Okay.
day I'm just sitting there thinking someone's gonna beat me up. And
So that's OCD.
just there's loads of examples that I could go through. So yes, it was someone from the UFC after my Charles Jourdain fight asked the question. I spoke about the OCD and anxiety, and my DMs got flooded. Like when I mean, I thought there was gonna be I thought loads of people were gonna DM me going, oh, here we go, jumping on the bandwagon. And it was the complete opposite. I had so many people message me and say, thank you so much for speaking out. You know, it's made me feel so much better. A UFC fighter struggling with this, and I was so shocked. And I was thinking, like, surely not. I had people say to me that it helped them get through chemotherapy, and I'm like, this is crazy to me. Like that just doesn't make sense. I'm like, how? And my dad said to me, he's like, mate, if you can just help one person by speaking about it, speak about it. Because I'm not embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? But I just never. I'm not going to just come up to you and tell you, oh, I deal with anxiety, I deal with this. But if someone asks me, I'm like, yeah, I'm here to help. And if it does help people around the world, obviously having a platform like I do with the UFC, I'm going to speak about it. So, yeah, it's nice to know that people, if they're being genuine, are helped by me talking out.
Something that keeps you super busy, I can imagine, is being a dad of 2 girls.
Yeah.
Congratulations as well.
Thank you.
How is that for you?
The best thing in the world, you know. I know everyone's always said, oh, your kids are everything, and I even thought when I was having my first daughter, I thought it might take a bit of time to get to love her. You know, I've never met her before, and all changed, you know, as soon as she was born. So yeah, they've completely changed my life to the point where it's like nothing else matters. You know, they've made life so simple for me now, because before they were born, I'd want a Richard Mille, I'd want a Lamborghini, I'd want this, I'd want that.
And now you want it for them.
I want to build a Wendy house in the garden. You know what I mean? They've made life so simple, where the weekend just gone, it was my last cheat meal till after the fight. Usually we go to like a nice bougie restaurant, you know, spend a load of money. I took her to McDonald's because my firstborn, she's 1.5 years now. She loves McDonald's because it's like chicken nugget Happy Meal. Sitting there with my wife and my other daughter, Layla, who's only 2 months. I'm like, this is the life. I am sitting in McDonald's. Who would have thought? I don't need nothing more than this. I just need my kids to be healthy. And that's it. You know, when I see her smile, job's done. So they've made life very simple for me. You know, as I say, with the UFC, you know, my dream's to be the UFC champion of the world. I'm really not that bothered now. I'm like, as long as my kids are healthy and I'm a good dad, that's it. Now, obviously, the goal is to make as much money from fighting for them. But even now, I don't want to go. I used to want to go on until I was like 38 years old, 40 years old.
Yeah, because you're
now
talking
I'm
about
like,
it not so
I'm
long
happy
term.
to hang up the gloves within the next year, because
of them.
I don't want them to see dad become a punch bag. You know, I don't want the sport to retire me. I want to retire on a high. I want my girls to go, wow, our dad, you know, was amazing. He retired when he wanted to. And I want to keep my marbles intact, you know. I want to be able to spend the rest of my life watching my girls grow up.
How is Arla?
She's good. She's still got a hole in her heart. She has to have an operation, years to come. They said, look, just let her go away.
She's a bigger fighter than you, babe.
Yeah, she is. So whenever I'm having a bad day, I look at her and think what she went through.
Oh.
And it makes life easy. And the fact that she's always smiling. Like, you'll never see that girl not smile. And it just reminds me, you know, what, like, even when I go through my anxiety and stuff, I'm like, come on, you know, get on with it. Your girls are there, you know, they're smiling. So, yeah, I'm very, blessed to be able to have them in my life.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing so much outside of the gym now, and I think we spoke on it before. You know, having something when you do quit fighting, I think it's really important because some fighters are just so lost. I think Dustin Poirier actually spoke recently about his struggling life after fighting and stuff. So yeah, tell us what you've been up to, your app, your clothes, your movies.
Well, this is the other thing. It's like, you know, like you just said, I always try and think about my mental health, and I don't like having too many hours in the day spare. You know, like the day of retiring completely, I'm like, what am I going to do with myself?
No.
So I've set up an app, the Prospect Academy. It's an online training app. Anyone can join. Imagine like OnlyFans, but for martial arts.
So you're not taking
You're not getting your kit off, but you know, coaches can come. We just take like a commission fee. They send the videos, it gets uploaded. That's our app, like our platform. So yeah, I've got these little, what I call side hustles, keep me busy, keep me active. And yeah, hopefully plant the seeds now whilst in my career. When I retire, you know, hopefully they come to fruition. And yeah, you know, the last couple of years of my career, I want to just go as far as I can go. You know, if the UFC said to me tomorrow, you're getting paid the same amount of money, but you can fight Volkanovski for the belt, would you do it? Fuck yeah, you know, of course I would. I want to see how far I can go. If I'm not good enough to be #1 in the world, cool. But I would like to know.
Yeah.
And obviously the only way I can do that is by getting the opportunities, by getting the fights, and unfortunately I'm not in control of that, the UFC are. So yeah, best believe gonna go in, do the best I can against Jose Delgado, you know, try and make a statement if I haven't already made a statement in the last one.
Make another statement.
Make another statement and just keep knocking on that door, you know, until the opportunity arises.
Well, thank you so much for having us join you for your day off.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for coming down to the gym.
It's been amazing. I'm so excited for your fight and also the future for you.
Yes, it's.
We're getting in the top 15. I can feel it.
We're gonna get it.
We're gonna get there. 100%.
I'm hoping after this fight, maybe I'll get ranked. You know, get a finish and get ranked, and then we'll see where we're at next year.
No, you're doing a lot, especially for UK MMA. So yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
But I did beat you on the.
You're a better shrimp than me. You are a better shrimp.
We won't talk about the head start, but I think the loser has to clean the gym. So yeah.
Yeah. Cheers,
enjoy
mate.
that. Mate. You missed the spot. Alright, good luck on the fight, yeah?
Yeah, cheers, Kaz. See you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye, mate.